Big story on Action News this Wednesday night is the tension across America in the hours after that deadly shooting of an American citizen by an ICE agent in Minneapolis. ABC News now learning the victim is 37-year-old Renee Good. The ordeal all caught on camera in a warning. It is difficult to watch. That is the cell phone video setting off a wave of outrage tonight. Federal agents firing several shots into an SUV as Good was behind the wheel, appearing to drive through a checkpoint and ignoring demand that she get out of that car. But tonight there are two very different explanations for why this happened. The federal government calling the shooting a justified act of self-defense in the face of what they call an act of terror by that driver. But police and elected officials in Minneapolis call that a false narrative. The mayor making this blunt demand tonight.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
As we said, it was blunt. Action News' Gray Hall keeping tabs on the fast-moving developments tonight. He's live now in the Satellite Center. Gray, things remain very, very tense in Minneapolis and all across the country right now.
Absolutely, Brian. There is a lot of fear and uncertainty and mistrust on the streets of Minneapolis tonight. The governor saying a woman is dead for no reason. He called the shooting preventable and unnecessary. And amid this chaos, he is urging peaceful protest. This is the moment that has now gripped this country. An immigration and customs enforcement agent fatally shoots a woman in her SUV during an operation in Minneapolis. Those fatal shots caught on camera.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
This was a blunt message to ICE from Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey after the shooting.
They are already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying.
The mayor blasting the federal immigration crackdown on the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul and accusing federal officers of sowing chaos on the streets. After the shooting, video shows protesters clashing with law enforcement, officers eventually firing tear gas into the crowd. The government claims the 37-year-old woman who was shot and killed was allegedly attempting to run over law enforcement officers when an ICE agent shot her in self-defense. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem describing the situation as an act of domestic terrorism.
ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle and a woman attacked them.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, expressing his anger about the shooting, had this to say at a news conference.
And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough.
And again, we should note tonight that 37-year-old woman has been identified as Renee Nicole Good. She is a U.S. citizen. Police in Minneapolis saying that she was not the target of any law enforcement investigation or activity. Tonight, we can tell you the FBI, along with Minnesota law enforcement, investigating this shooting. Live in the Satellite Center, Gray Hall, Channel 6, Action News. Brian.
Okay, Gray, thank you.